All right, it is July 2025, and I like to do some regular garden updates. What's transpiring on the whole old homestead? Well, we got a puppy. His name is Sammy. That's an update. What else is going on? Our flower beds around the house are in full bloom. These raised beds are sort of like Jurassic Park. I need to do some serious weeding. Our mushroom beds didn't flush this year. I think we had wine caps under the pine trees. I think we might need to redo them. But yeah, so these are the hillside gardens that we developed the first year we were here. This used to just be a grassy lawn. And they're a work in progress, but every year they get better with the different, mostly native plants. We got some pawpaw trees here. They're getting bigger every year. We have a pond down there. It's getting pretty mucky. Oh, Sammy's swimming in it. But yeah, I think I might, actually, this is something I'm debating, but potentially going to look into getting a permit for grass carp to help eat some of the algae and weed. They're invasive, which is not great, but the New York DEC, some currents allow up to 1 or 2 grass carp for a pond our size, as long as they're sterilized so that they can't go wild. All right, continuing to walk. I'm hosting a women's brunch on Sunday this weekend, so I've been cleaning out our deck to get it presentable. We're gonna have about 20 women or so that'll be fun. All right, what's going on here? These are Jeff's trees, his babies. He's mostly grown them from seed and grafted them. So we have mostly persimmons, some chestnuts and hazelnuts, some mulberries as well. It's a greenhouse that we finally got this last year. My first year actually being able to use it. It's been a game changer. The only thing is that there's not great ventilation, so it gets really hot. That's why I have the shade cloth on top. But yeah, I might try to cut a window in there to increase airflow. We have different plums and pear trees here. I've done some flower beds around them. This is kind of an update. We bought 3 acres over here because we had no buffer from our neighbors, and they're willing to sell 3 acres, mostly of this ash black walnut forest. So we're in the process of clearing it to hopefully build a barn on it this fall. All right, what else? This is also Jurassic Park, but Jeff has some tree seedlings that he's got going in there. Okay, what's going on? These are some of the prized pawpaws. There's some fruit on them, so we might actually get fruit this year. And then I planted some tulsi, which is one of my favorites for making tea. Pawpaws, mulberries, currants. So these are all new garden beds. A bunch of elderberries. Actually, I gotta come back and harvest this rhubarb. This is sort of jungle territory, but I'll do some bushwhacking in here. My loyal companion. see. Oh, it's also blackberry season. Okay. Gotta come out here. This is where we have our garlic beds. It's time to harvest the garlic scapes. I'll do that in the next week or so. Then a few weeks later, the bulbs will be ready to harvest. More garlic beds over there. All right, now we're entering the other part of the property. So it's a steep learning curve when you get land for the first time, and we've definitely learned our lessons. And one lesson we learned is don't ever have your vegetable garden in anything but zone 1. We defied all the rules of permaculture, mainly because, as you can tell, our property is so hilly that we identified the only flat, sunny place on our property, we thought, and built a vegetable garden up there. The problem is it takes about several minutes to walk there, so it's really hard to tend. And the result is it's kind of a wild area most of the year. So I'll show you that in a second. We have some garden beds here. We've taken down some ash trees. Probably our best mulberry tree on the property is over here. Let's see if it has some fruit on it. Ooh, it does. Got some mulberry fruit dangling from it. I'll have to come back here and harvest. Okay. Up here is a garden bed, vegetable garden bed. This is probably the worst it's ever looked. But that's okay. You know what? You win some, you lose some. Come on, Sammy. Got potatoes here. Discovered with time, the perimeter is kind of the best place to do the potatoes. Some basil, cabbage, broccoli, dill and fennel. I have sunchokes back there. Tomatillo. Tomatoes are really going to get back here and trellis them. The grape and sea berry, hosta berries back there. Squash and cucumbers and beans. We didn't have water up here. That was another problem. So we had a well drilled and a cistern put in to be able to water our gardens. And then we built this last spring. So this is our orchard area, so that we don't have to individually cage all of our fruit trees and protect them from the deer. So we have some nursery beds in here. But yeah, so you'll see kind of plant guilds. We have rhubarb. I think this is river locust. I'm sure it's nitrogen fixing. Apple trees. Yeah, we have an apple tree pretty much at the center of each one of these beds. This is our best apple tree. I think this will be the first year we get fruit off of it, which I'm quite excited about. And another mulberry, persimmon. Jeff said that we had some persimmons that were some flowers, so hopefully they turn to fruit. I'm also excited about this. So this is a Chicago hardy fig. And we thought that it hadn't survived the winter, but it's coming back and it's growing pretty quickly. Jeff almost dug it up because he thought it was done so. But I said, let's wait. Let's give life a chance, nature a chance. I think I'll stop the tour there. The land continues and we have a planting zone over there where we've done mostly chestnuts and persimmons, but it's a bit overgrown. So this video is getting long enough. Anyways, happy July. I'll do another update at some point. Bye.